The crash of these two aircraft into the towers of the World Trade Center in New York appear to be an act of terrorism.
On September 11th, we were in our office in the Reagan Building when someone down the hall yelled, "You ought to turn on the TV." And so we turned on the TV and we saw the flames coming from one of the World Trade Towers. And as we were watching that live, we saw the second plane go into the second tower. And at that point, of course, recognized that this was a terrorist act. The first thing that came to my mind as I looked at those towers burning was how many people are in those towers? How would thousands upon thousands of people get out of those buildings? And it was unimaginable to me to think about the individuals trying to get out of that building and then the obvious suffering that we saw. It was overwhelming. At the opening of the Olympic Games, of course, it's tradition to have a flag raising. We had a very unusual flag that we brought into the opening ceremonies. It was an American flag that had flown above the World Trade Center on 9/11. And as it was brought in, the audience that we expected to burst into cheers was instead totally silent. There was complete reverence. And the athletes brought the flag in, stopped in front of the Tabernacle Choir, and they began to perform the national anthem. And I don't imagine there was a dry eye there as people contemplated the words that were sung and that flag in our presence. So many people lost their lives. First responders who rushed into the building. The sacrifice was overwhelming, and our flag, for me at that moment, was a symbol of the great sacrifice of those who have always bled and died for our freedom.